Greetings, one and all, to the Vault of Doom podcast. I'm Mickey, Gemini. The Vault of Doom podcast is currently unsponsored, so I have to be giving shout-outs to all the new followers, giving shout-outs to all the people that like the stuff and support it in their own way in free way. And of course, all the Secret Santas. And not so secret as well. But big shout outs to everybody that supports the show. I want to make sure that we get this kicked off the right way, because it's got a three-parter where it started off. And this actually started off with this movie that we're reviewing today. And I wrote reading the narrative, and it won't be too long, so it looks like I can actually put it in the description. Now, with the three-parter movie review series that this is going to be, I have to really just gonna say all movie reviews that I'm going to do are going to be short, unless it's something epic or really big, but I really don't care for movies anyway, so it won't matter too much. But the movie I'm going to be reviewing here today is a Liam Neeson flick. And it's called In the Land of Saints and Sinners. A few and far between thing to find Liam Neeson pretty much on the fence when you're not sure if he's a good guy or a bad guy. There was one other, I wrote that down knowing that there was one other movie that you're not sure if he's the good guy or the bad guy. It was probably the most recent one that I watched, where he takes down coyotes and people that like smuggle illegal aliens into the country or something like that, into America. But this film actually takes place in Ireland. It's filmed in Ireland. The setting is in Ireland. It's an Irish movie with an Irish actors. And the whole time, up until about the point where the real villain began wreaking havoc, I honestly didn't even know what was going on. And when an actual storyline began progressing in my head, as opposed to the one that was already there, as this was a decent film, I had to end my experience with it by giving it a solid 3 out of 5 star rating to add to its already above 4 point something rating. Really immersing myself into the true nature of this film was what made for a Neeson flick. But that doesn't disappoint, as it was filmed in Ireland. I just really wanted to get into this movie when I say I'm watching this movie, and I've been having a lot of trouble really just focusing on a movie and just sitting still and watching a movie. I basically barely can't do it at all. I just honestly much rather just read a book. And any Neeson film that he's in hasn't disappointed yet, so. Anyway, moving on then. Been to Oregon's entire coastal north to south, and parts of it looking very similar to Ireland. I thought that was pretty cool. And being that now aging with this character, Liam complimenting his career with his maturity, with his aging, is from Ireland, and he and his cast members all use the same Irish brogue. It was a really well put together, uniformed, consistent type of film. It just had like an all-around good feel to it. You know, with Neeson getting older, with everybody speaks Irish brogue, and it's in Ireland, and that sort of thing. So, let's get to the actual storyline. An opener of Hitman-style vibes continues, as is Neeson's wont. After the first crooked statesman is brought to the woods, and shot dead, with a tree planted over his corpse to spice things up. Even a wife beater, yes, even actually wearing a wife beater, despite the cliche, is brought to the same fate. As the story progresses into a bloodbath with the handsome and wan villain killing one of the main characters, people begin looking less important than Liam, and her, before the final showdown, leaves the adorable little girl abused by the murdered man. The old lady abused by the handsome woman, the police officer, and the young man Liam runs with entirely irrelevant before our hero ventures off into some faraway land with a parting gift for his friends. That's a run-on sentence. I was just trying to say he gave gifts to everybody that was important to him in the storyline. A gift to the little girl, a gift to the old man, the police officer, and really just honestly there's just a whole chunks of the movie that went without Liam being really the main character or being in the movie very much. No spoilers really. There isn't any framework set up here to arrange for spoiler alerts to be like accessible. Spoiler alerts inaccessible in this. So you can just go ahead and watch the movie with this in mind. If you happen to watch this video before you watch the movie, you can watch this beforehand, get yourself acquainted with the storyline. And so, in closing, it's a movie with all the right things and absolutely no possibility or chance at all of making it actually work properly, leaving the viewers to kind of just take what they can. I felt robbed by the end of it, and yet with Neeson, you kind of can't fail. Solid 3.5, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 was my rating, and I agree. Not sure if he's a good guy or bad guy, so please use common sense and don't watch a movie review before seeing this for the first time. I'm not the Surgeon General and ain't putting spoiler alert on every episode. Wanted to put a Blazing Saddles reference there to... I just don't like movies enough, so I won't. Well, that's all for now, and I hope you know what to do if you enjoyed this episode. So, let me reiterate very quickly that it's just, you still never really know if he's a good guy or bad guy. You have to use your own judgment and common sense really to acquaint yourself with what he does in the movie in killing people that are good, and then ask yourself if that's a good guy or bad guy. Real life superhero stuff, traditional Liam Neeson. 3 out of 5 stars, not too shabby. That is all for now, guys.